Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode. On this episode, we really start to get things cleared out. Not today, but tomorrow we have a charity that's coming to pick up 90% of the stuff that's in here. So I've been piling up stuff. I'm going to take a lot of the books, the furniture, pictures, the entertainment unit. Not Melissa though, she's staying. We are here today, the day before, just kind of getting prepped and ready for the charity to come tomorrow. We're making a pile of stuff that we want to bring home. Melissa has decided to bring the plant home to try and nurse it back to health at home. Fortunately, the other two plants didn't make it. But we are going to grab these lamps because we are building sort of an addition, a little guest suite at our property. Lamps might come in handy. And so a few little things that we can use are going to go home. But really an awful lot going on today and in this episode. I'm a little nervous about tomorrow because I've never used this charity before. They're supposed to come pick it up. We have to organize the elevator being locked down for moving. We have to organize them coming to pick all this stuff up. And if they don't come, it's going to throw off my entire cleanup. I don't even know what I'm going to do. It's going to be a tremendous amount of work for me if they don't come because I'm going to have to haul this stuff out myself. So fingers crossed that this happens. I've started hauling. I've decided I have use for these shelves. So one of them is in, that one, is in Melissa's vehicle already. Unfortunately, my truck has been out of commission, so I couldn't bring it to haul stuff away in today. But we are going to try and get these shelves over to my house to use in my office. But anyway, Melissa's waiting for me. She's got a lamp to carry downstairs, and so do I. So let's get to it and get busy on today's episode. Let's go. Well, some good news. I was able to get my new power steering pump on with the help of my friend Gary. Gary, if you're watching this, thank you very much. He's a neighbor and a friend who also watches our channel. He had the missing pulley I needed because mine, I ordered a pulley anyway, it never came. But he had one, I got it on there. I just have to hook up some hoses and I should be good to go. We just heard, and I should say my mom, Linda, is the one pushing that cart right now. Hey, Mom! We've been loading the sellable books down. Oh, I guess we have one more stack of books to take. But the kitchen, that was all stacked full of books. That's going to go off to auction. Next up, we're going to inventory all these Christmas Village pieces, the Limax sets, and get those taken to auction. We heard that the donation folks won't be here till 2, so that should give us almost a whole half day to get a bunch of stuff taken over the auction house, which is great. There's my great thumbs up. There we go. So I'm going to get this inventory. We'll get that loaded up and head over to the auction house.
Bank or just a big pig?
My mom's asking what this is. It's actually a piggy bank. And I thought this was really cool. It's big. It's like almost a couple feet tall. It's hand painted, paper mache piggy bank. But alas, there is no room for it at our house. So off to auction. Hey, the piggy goes to market, Mom. Literally. This little piggy goes to market. Oh, I'm amused with myself. That's dangerous. Never laugh at your own jokes. Mr. Peanut's not far behind. You guys have this, don't you?
We used to, yeah.
Yeah, like that one still is full with all the peanuts in it. First load of stuff is headed to the auction. All right, Mom, let's load up and we'll head out. I like that my mom gives a wave every time the camera's on her. She's so sweet. Here we go. First load of stuff is at the auction house. Always looks like so much more once you get out of your car, but we've got several of these trips to make. We've got lots of new dishware, glasses, Christmas sets, the cute little Volkswagen in there we put with the accessories, new pots and pans. Off we go to get another round. Here I go. As we're digging stuff out to take into the auction, I remembered we came across this. It's a very early Samsung S5200 laptop, one of the earliest Samsung laptops, and apparently quite rare. Looking on eBay, I can see they're selling for about $600. We have one right here, but off to auction it goes, as I'm not warehousing stuff at the store because I don't have a store anymore. So somebody will get a very early laptop. I've never seen one before. It's really cool. So any minute, the charity's going to come. And my mom has been very helpful in getting, thank you, Mom. We've taken 2 loads of stuff to auction already. And as a result, the bookshelves are emptying out. The airplanes are mostly all gone. We have another cart full of stuff on its way to go. Some things that I'm probably going to hang on to, like the Art Deco style bar. We've set some things off to the side. Oh, I've got to remember to take the skis down. We're going to sell those. The skis are going to go. But a lot of stuff is going to be going to charity, like this nice antique table with the leaves. And I guess we can probably, Mom, maybe I'll leave that with you to see if you can figure that out. There should be a way that should come out and drop down and go under. Well, my mom's working on that. Thank you, Mother. And I would do it myself, but I've got a film right now. We have this giant pile of stuff here. We've got the movie rack or the stand here. This beautiful sort of mission or shaker kind of style. I don't know if it's mission or shaker anyway. It's arts and crafts looking. This nice wooden cabinet that opens up for storage. This was full of DVDs, which I've since emptied out. But that would be even great if you had like a collection of die-cast cars or something. Oh, now that I think of it. Nope, it's got to go. But you could put like your little things on display in there. Nice little piece. That's going to go. Entertainment center, this beautiful, nearly brand new couch is going to go. So we're loading up all this furniture to a place called Find. Now, what they do is pretty interesting. When somebody has recently gotten off the streets and they're no longer homeless, they help furnish them with their first furniture that they've had since they've gotten into a place. So a lot of the stuff like the desks and that's people who are starting their lives again. They're starting fresh. They're trying to get a good grasp on a new future. So a lot of this is going to very good cause. I also have down the hallway here, there's a desk, unfortunately, and a bookshelf. This desk is frankly too beat up. I don't think I can donate it. It's probably likely going to go in the trash. But we have a couple pieces of furniture in here, and the bed and the nightstands, which are good sellable pieces. But since I have a truck coming and it's going to a good cause, we're going to donate that off to charity. Well, I'm going to make room by taking some of these clothes off the door and getting the stuff out of the way so it's easier for them to get things out. But they should be here very soon, like I said, and this place should start to empty out pretty quick. One thing I didn't notice before until now is that he ordered this and it looked like it never even came out of the box. He was a big sports fan, as I could tell from the, 300 jerseys in the closet. And this is a clock that mounts on your wall and it looks like a scoreboard. So it reads like a scoreboard at a game. You have a remote so you can set it and adjust it. Really kind of a neat thing. Somebody who's into sports might really like that and think it's just nifty. So we can probably sell that, so we'll set that aside. Okay, it is time. We got the elevator all covered up and everything, so there's no damage. The guys are here. The loadout's going to begin. I can't tell you how excited I am. It's going to be so nice to see all this stuff get moved out and go off to charity. The entertainment center has been moved off of the wall. I'm feeling it's been there for a while. It's pretty dusty back there. That's where I found all the coins and the treasure and stuff, was right there back in that corner. So I was kind of curious to know if there's anything else. I guess there wasn't, but the move out is beginning. Well, the first load of stuff is making its way onto the charity truck. And the guys have come back up now, and my mom's we're just trying to stay out of their way. Hey, Mom?
Find a corner.
But I was out on the balcony. I haven't actually spent too much time out here. Some cast iron skillet. This bin is full of outdoor little decorations. Cute little, I'll have to ask Melissa. She likes this kind of stuff. Birds especially, and I can see some bird stuff. Maybe this little bird bath there, actually. She would be disappointed if I didn't bring that home to show her, so that'll probably come home. She did say she wanted the plastic shelf to put in our shed. Oddly, after sitting all winter long out in the wind and snow and then rain, this clock is still working. And look, there's a antique steam shovel toy. Looks like it's been through a fire or something, or I don't know, it's really rusty in very odd places. It would have all been that metallic green color at one point, but pressed steel toys, it'll sell no matter what the condition, because somebody will fix this thing up and make it look like new again, or just enjoy it the way it is. Well, look at the difference even now. They have been taking stuff out to the lobby area, staging it, taking down the elevator, and then the guys take it out in the truck. So far, it's only been about 30 minutes or so, but you can see the weight is being lifted off of this room. By the time they're done today, this place will be very manageable, thank goodness. The guys have been making tremendous progress getting stuff cleaned out. As I was looking at this picture, trying to get it ready for taking down to the auction, because I think somebody will buy it, I noticed that there's old stubs here. So there's, was this a Tweeter Center, Camden, New Jersey, Jimmy Buffett. Okay, so that explains the Jimmy Buffett. Remember found that Hawaiian shirt and I said, he must have been a Jimmy Buffett fan. He went and saw him. That is a original ticket stub to the 1985 Stanley Cup playoffs, where the Edmonton was just dominating during that series and winning. We've got the Philadelphia Phillies. He went to a game in 06, and then the 1984 Grey Cup game ticket. So some collectors of sports memorabilia is going to think that's just really cool. So I'm going to set these aside. So the guys have left, but look at the difference. It's like all my work is done for me, just about. I still have a pretty good pile of stuff in the corner that has to go. And my mom, I should probably bring her back with me today too. Hey, Mom? I said, you should come back with me today too. That almost everything is gone. It's much more manageable now, but they didn't take the bed. They said they don't take beds. And I have an old desk in the office that has to go, but it's so much better in here now. Look at that. So much more open and breathable. Big dent taken out today. I'm going to come back again tomorrow and continue on with taking stuff to the auction. And by the end, it should be down to the stuff that we want to take home for us. And we'll be just about near the end of this adventure. All right, I've come back. I dropped my mom off at her house. Come back with my truck. Luckily enough for me, the fix that Gary did and I did seems to have worked. My truck is back on the road again, and I'm starting to take the shelves that were in the dining room home because I have a use for those in my office. I think they're gonna be great for putting some of my collectibles on. And frankly, I just couldn't fit them inside of my wife's vehicle. We actually did move one the other day in there, but it was a tight fit. So today I've come back to grab the other ones. So far, so good. I should really knock on wood. Or better yet, hoping nothing flies out of the back on the way home. This morning, I have to head over and really focus on the auction sale. They're trying to push and get it. It's Tuesday today, and the sale is going to be Sunday, which means I have to get as much over to the auction as possible today. My mom and I took 150 items over yesterday, but still a long way to go. And on top of that, we have forest fires in our area and they're getting closer. These aren't clouds out my window. Surrounding our city, almost everything is on fire. And it has been for about 2 weeks now. It's not going out. Gosh, I just really hope it doesn't come in our area. We have a lot of trees around here. So many people affected, including my mother-in-law. But I gotta stay focused today. I gotta stay on track. Well, I've started to get some of the pictures taken off the walls so I can get them down to the sale. And this one's kind of neat. I thought, okay, well, that's a prairie sort of landscape scene, you know, the patchwork grids of the farmers, and it's signed on the bottom. I took it down and this envelope fell off, and it's a COA. This isn't a print, it's an original. And it was sold for $1,900. So this might be one I'll have to sell independently, find a different home for. So I don't think at auction it might be appreciated to that degree. But how cool is that? I couldn't even tell. Usually you don't put acrylic paintings behind glass. Normally oil or acrylic paintings stay exposed so you can see the texture of the brush and everything. But for this, they put it under glass, and that threw me off. I thought it was a print. Not the case. So we're going to leave this one aside for now. And we're going to continue on. Incidentally, this fellow that lived here, that's likely him on his sailboat. Sailed, it looks like, around the world, flew on Concorde airplanes, and went all over the place. And just to give you a perspective of how busy he was, all of that is all photos of his adventures and places he's gone. I'm not showing it, obviously, just to sort of protect the privacy, but it seems like he had a life very well lived for a great number of years. And that brings me a little bit of solace as I empty out this place. You know, there is a certain weight of being the person who is the emptier of a property, but we do what we can. But back to auction stuff. As we started clearing out, we got the birdcage moved out of the way. I think it might have been an African gray that he had, because there were some gray feathers in here. Hard to say though. We have the antique golf clubs over there, which I'm going to have to grab. But there's all these jerseys, and unfortunately, the charity wouldn't take the bed. We'll find another one to come grab it. But it doesn't really matter either way, because I'm going to use this as a sorting now the table's gone. I'm going to bring these jerseys down and we're going to sort on the bed and try and get them all named, labeled, and sized for the auction. There were also these nice Canadian Pacific travel posters. These are reproductions of original sort of 1940s, 50s era travel posters. You can go skiing with your flat cap on, that was a long time ago. But really nice designs, really cool pieces. Somebody would want those. I mean, I would have thought that was cool. When I was younger, I would have put that up in my house or room for sure. And I think they're cool now. So we're going to take those to the auction. Some things I was keeping around to show my wife. My wife, Melissa, is very interested in birds. She loves birds. My grandma, on my mom's side, actually used to love red cardinals. But neither my mom nor my wife have a use for a beautiful little glass snow globe with red cardinals in it. So off to auction we'll go. It kind of looks like it's birch bark with a glass globe on it. It's kind of really a pretty thing. It will go as well off to the auction house. And while I was digging around, I also found this, which was like a shadow box, I guess. Probably something you'd buy at a decor store. Let's say something you'd have at like a fish and chips restaurant on the wall. But it's, all nautical themed, and I don't know, it's neat. It's been aged, sort of antiqued a little bit. You got a few different little flags in there, anchor and stuff. Somebody who's into sailing, like this gentleman was, would probably think that's super cool. I have started sorting the jerseys, and I'm putting them in a pile. So we've got soccer, or in the UK, football. I guess everywhere else but North America it's called football. But that's because we have football, which is actually more like rugby. But he also has rugby. Anyway, he's into everything. We've got rugby. This is from the finals, I think. Rugby World Cup jersey. We've got a bunch of different soccer jerseys. Tigers, Flamingo Land. So that's another Tigers jersey. Strongbow, Barbados. So soccer. We've got hockey, and there's a lot more hockey in there too, which I'm going to get to. But we've got the 1972 Team Cup, the World Canada, the very famous jersey that was worn. It's a classic. It's a replica of it, but still. Then we've got an Eagles sweater and a Rough Riders, Rider Nation jersey, sort of like a baseball style jersey. Las Vegas baseball jersey. There's a Giants jersey over here. So he was definitely into every kind of sport imaginable. But of course, when you get the names on the back, that's Taylor Hall. This is a vintage style looking Rangers jersey. Nash. These are very expensive to buy. If you've ever been to the store and bought yourself a jersey, they're pricey, and there must be, probably about 100 of them here. Now, this is going to take me a while, but I think it'll be worth it. I think I need to start paying more attention to these jerseys, because this is a Windsor Spitfires jersey. It's semi-pro, like it's minor league team. But what's interesting about this is for Taylor Hall, who's now on the Edmonton Oilers. They're playing playoff games as I speak. But if I scroll down, it's been autographed. So maybe some other of these jerseys are autographed, but that adds a significant amount of value to a jersey. So the autographed jerseys are definitely going to go somewhere special. I may still put it through the auction, but I certainly have to make sure that none of these other jerseys I've been looking at are autographed, because they just might be. I have to really have a close look now. Well, the closet is looking a little emptier. The only things in there is a Hawaiian shirt, which I will donate, some shoes. The autographed jerseys, I'm going to look those up and make sure they're real. The British Airways Concorde bag, that's kind of special and unique. I'm going to hold off on putting that one through auction. So things are thinning out a little bit, which is good. And surprisingly, even though I'm starting to get most of the stuff taken care of in this house, I'm still finding interesting things like this watch. I didn't realize, I saw, okay, well, there's a watch in here. Cool. But it's issued by the Canadian Mint, and it's a solid silver coin. So that's a silver maple leaf coin. And yeah, they've turned it into a watch face. So that's kind of a cool thing. That's a keeper. Also, dug out these golf clubs and was looking at it. And this is a J. McDonald St. Andrews Special made in Scotland. The home of golf. But those have got to be some very early golf clubs. In fact, this one is wood all the way through. It's normally you have the metal end on it like that, but this is all wood. The whole thing is wood. Really, really nifty. I'm going to keep on hunting. Oh yeah, if you've ever I'm debating whether, or it's an extra large, it's too big for me. This Corner Gas show was really popular in Canada for a while. It was a TV show with Brent Butt was his name. And funny guy. Very popular program. I was gonna maybe keep that, but darn, it's too big, so I guess out it goes too. Well, today I learned you can fit a coffee table inside of a Tesla and with room to spare. I have emptied almost everything over to the auction house with the truck. In fact, everything from here that has gone to auction has gone in this car, which has cost me like nothing in gas. I'm pretty impressive with its cargo capacity, even though it's quite small. I thought I was almost done getting the stuff out of this place. Then I remembered there's still all the stuff in the storage room. I'm gonna load this up. Luckily for me, it's right by my car, so it should be pretty quick to load up. In fact, I should get my trunk opened up now. Auction's gonna be closing in a few hours, so I gotta make this one fast. Right, I forgot most of this stuff was tools other than Kirby vacuum, which, as memory serves, in these sort of events will be a good vacuum for me to use upstairs in the apartment to give it one last clean. If I recall, the Ukrainian folks, the refugees I'd helped out before, they'd said the one thing that they really needed was tools. And I've got bins of tools, so I think I can hold off on taking this stuff to auction to get whatever dollars I would get for it, and we can give this stuff, donate it to them. So I'm going to tuck that away for now, because I got to make sure that they're going to be home. But I am going to get this vacuum cleaner out of here and take that upstairs. Hopefully it works. I'm sure it will. And the rest of this stuff can probably be donated to our Ukrainian friends. As I was cleaning out the storage room down there, getting stuff emptied out, a fellow walked up and we're sort of chatting and said, you know, what's going on? And I told him I was clearing out the property. And he said, oh, is that a carpet cleaner? And I said, yeah, that is a carpet cleaner. He said, I really could use one of those. And I said, you know what? You can have it. And so I'm giving him the carpet cleaner, and I came back to the suite here because I remembered seeing some accessories up here. I'm gonna go run this up to the gentleman at his suite. He seemed quite happy. He said he needs one like today, and I happen to have one that I don't need. So sometimes serendipitously, I'm gonna start making up Mary Poppins sounding words now. Serendipitous. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Anyway, I'm getting this off to him. I'm gonna make sure I have all the accessories, and this fella should be happy that he can clean his carpets today. Oh, it's been a long day. I'm getting loopy. And also, in case you're wondering, any toiletries like unused toothbrushes, toothpaste, shaving cream, all that, I am donating. So it's not going in the landfill, just making sure that it's all good, sealed, clean stuff that can go off to them. So we really are trying to recycle and save as much as possible. The whole family has joined me to help out. We are donating, as it turns out. The Ukrainian folks got in touch with me. I dropped off the tools earlier, and they said somebody on the 4th floor needed a bed. So we are the delivery crew today. Jason and Steven, if you guys got that. I will get the, I'll swipe the key for the elevator so you guys can get down. And then Melissa and Abigail are gonna tear apart the bed frame. Teamwork. Bed has been delivered to the Ukrainian refugee folks. And now I've come back to dismantle this desk, which unfortunately is going to the trash because it's not in very good condition. And we're gonna get that off. So I've got it separated in half. I cracked it like an egg. And get it loaded up and do a garbage run this morning. Okay, I got a good size load of garbage ready to go. We're gonna head over to the eco station where they will recycle whatever they can that's in here. And hopefully very little of this will end up in the actual dump. But gotta go run and do this because I only have, I'm in a 2-hour time limit parking space right now. So I can't be parked here any longer. I gotta go. Oh, my sweet dear wife has come to help me today.
Your sweet baboo.
My sweet baboo. I used to think that on Charlie Brown, she was saying my sweet baboon. I'm like, that's not a very nice thing to say.
I didn't know they said it on Charlie Brown.
Yeah, my sweet baboo. That was Schroeder was the sweet babu. Look, it's empty.
I didn't see it when it was full.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Ta-da! Looks the same for me.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this was completely full all the way up, and we donated. It was mostly tools, which all got donated to our Ukrainian folks. But I am excited to show you upstairs. Melissa and I have returned tonight. It's almost 7 p.m. Still nice and sunny outside, but it's almost 7 because we're going to start cleaning. There's a few things left, like this painting, which we're going to bring back to our place. But look, we have almost the whole place cleared out. Just a few little things left to go. So I'm going to start working my magic with the old Kirby vacuum. Melissa, on the other hand, she is working through the washrooms, or the bathroom. I don't know what you guys call it. But she is right there doing her Melissa thing. And I'm going to do my Alexander thing and also clean and do stuff. I said Melissa thing because she's in there just, I don't know what she's just working away. I also had the oven cleaner on today, and I'm hoping it cleaned it a little bit because it was pretty nasty inside. Well, 3 hours of cleaning and, well, it worked a little bit, but it's still pretty nasty in there. Just mainly white dusty powder, maybe a wipe. I kept the easy off, so I might give that a go later on. So, a cleaning, I shall go. So you might be asking, Alex, why are you going to the effort to clean the bathrooms? I mean, you just bought all the stuff. Why do that? Couple reasons. One is there's really no obligation for me to do it, but this lady is grieving the loss of a friend who inherited this place. It was a friend of hers. She's also, at the exact same time, her dad is very, very ill and will likely or possibly pass at any moment. The last thing I want to do is give that poor lady anything else to worry about. I want this place to be clean, tidy, and more or less ready to sell. Other than a couple little repairs I'm going to have to do, it could be sold as is. So we're not going to be any cause of problem for her. She told me she's really relieved she doesn't have to deal with it. If you're wondering at home why people do this, why would they sell their contents? They don't need the stuff. They just want to get things moved along and cleared out. And we find a way to make it happen for them fairly quickly. So I'm going to continue cleaning, and look at that light switch. You can see how dirty that is. I'm going to wipe some of this stuff down. Just even though this whole place needs a paint job, that's a little bit gross. We'll get that wiped down. How's it looking in there?
Oh, come and peek.
Okay, I'll come look. Whoa, that's much better. That floor was filthy, that countertop.
I washed the walls, and then I washed the mirror was a big one, but along the edge here was pretty...
It was all yellow and gross.
It's still kind of stained, but that's a stain.
Looks so much better.
Yeah.
I'm taking the back stairs back up to the suite because I accidentally ruffled the feathers of some of the elderly ladies that live in the building. Jokingly, I overheard them saying that nobody's signing up to do the gardening at the building because it's a condo building. And I saw one name on the list earlier and I was like, oh, Joanne's doing everything. So I heard them in the elevator say, nobody's signing up to do the work and blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, and she said, nobody looks at that chart. And I don't live here, but I said, oh, I looked, I saw it. And to me, it looks like Joanne's doing everything. And they got right upset. Well, we do our fair share just because our name's not on the list. I was like, oh no, I was just kidding. So good thing today might be the last day in here because I think I'm gonna have some white tufts of hair giving me the evil eye later on today. Huh, I guess they're not Phillies fans here. That's too bad. I guess this is an Oilers town. Final bit of cleaning. Melissa's working her way through the kitchen. It'll definitely need a deep clean, but this will make it a bit more palatable for when people come through. Hey, Mel?
Oh yeah, all the kitchen grease and stuff has to come off.
I wiped down the dishwasher, wiped down the stove as best I could, wiped the cupboards, but there's a lot of grease. I think the reason there's so much grease, and just look at the ceiling. I don't know if you guys can see, it's all brown up there.
Well,
it's
it
because
also means that they enjoyed to cook.
He enjoyed to cook. Oh yeah, I'm sure he was a good cook. He had a lot of cookbooks, but his range hood wasn't hooked up or working.
Oh.
Actually, it doesn't even vent anywhere. It wouldn't have even mattered. There's no vent. So that wouldn't have, I mean, sure you would have had a fan, but where would it have gone? That's probably part of the problem. It was just decorative, I guess. But anyway, oh look, there's the old wallpaper. This building's quite old, so it's like the original. It would have been that Partridge Family kind of wallpaper in here at one point.
It's kind of awesome.
It is kind of awesome. It would be a bit busy, I think, after a while. I think your brain would start to not enjoy it, but it's time to do the walkthrough. Okay guys, here's the big moment. Well, a vast improvement. It's vacuumed. I've wiped down the windows. That one was dusty on the outside. Not too much I can do about that. They're gonna have to steam clean this carpet to get some of these, like you can see the wear, the pattern. Let's see, a lot of tootling from the bedroom area and going over to the favorite comfy chair, which Patrick now has, and watching TV. The desk that was there is now gone. It's actually a pretty big condo. It's a good size. I don't know if it shows on camera, but it's pretty big. The bathroom, all nice and tidy and clean. Sparkly clean. Actually, it looks like these countertops are pretty new. That cleaned up well, and of course, cleaned up the tub too. So maybe I'll open that up so it looks a little bit more open in here. Is that better or worse? I don't know, I can't tell. The office area, more or less emptied out. That is all personal stuff that we promised as we found it through going through the whole process that we would put the personal stuff aside, which we did. Freezer, I don't do appliances, so the freezer's still there. That's a thing I write in now. I'm like, I don't do appliances. I do have to come back tomorrow and empty. There was food in there, and I hate throwing food out. I really do. But I can't give it to anybody because that plug was undone when I came in, so it might have lost power and things might have spoiled. So for everybody at home saying, well, you should check that food. No, somebody could get very sick. It's going in the trash. Anything that could be given away, we did, trust me, but that will go. And trust me, somebody will say, well, that food was probably still good. The bedroom and the carpets are a little stained, but it's been vacuumed. The walls need a good wash at some point, but it's emptied out. Closets where all the jerseys were and everything, that's all taken care of. In fact, I'll probably close this up to give the full mirrored effect in here. It's actually kind of creative. It was just metal front bifold doors, and I really don't like bifold doors. They're all forever falling off, and you got to put them back on. But somebody took their plain metal doors, perhaps this gentleman, and bought these probably like IKEA mirrors or something and stuck them on to make a mirrored wall to give the room of a much larger appearance, which it did. And I'm leaving the windows open. Just a little light always makes a big difference in these places. Feels so much cheerier. Much better. This bathroom was really nasty. Melissa did what she could, but is missing baseboards there. I don't really want to step on the floor. She cleaned and wiped down everything. The tile is actually missing and broken around there. Well, it's a peel and stick tile, and we found a new bin of it in the other room, so we put that under the sink so they can mend that. But aside from giving the keys back, and aside from me taking the charging mount for the Dyson vacuum, which we are going to use at our place, I am pretty much done here. Melissa, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Gosh, you're a big help. This would have taken me a whole day. With Melissa, it was done right away. So guys, thank you for another adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, you should subscribe. You should do that.
I thought you just said if you enjoyed it, and then you said if you haven't.
Oh,
like they didn't
I hope
enjoy
you,
it.
okay, I hope you enjoyed it, period. If you haven't subscribed, you should do that. Oh, and this lady here has a YouTube channel too, and so I'm Melissa Archbold on YouTube. You must have a vlog you're working on.
I do. Actually, I was hoping to get it out today because I promised it a couple days ago.
There you go. So look for a vlog from Melissa soon. Guys, thank you so much for watching this series. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you all soon, and bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. I'm at home. I'm getting all these coin sets that I found all ready for auction. So lots of good coin sets. They're all getting organized in inventory. I brought home the crystal set, and Melissa said to me, I really don't like these. These are really ugly. She said, I don't like that they've got this stone. And I went, well, that's kind of weird that they put this decorative stone. I'm not so sure that's decorative, because when I look at the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see what brand this is. It's House of Fabergé. I can't believe there's 3 of these and they're Fabergé. I've never had anything by them. That said, I'm still not a big fan of them. But I mean, they're cool, they're crystal, and probably quite valuable. So I'm gonna look those up and see what that's all about.